In this video, I am going to share with you one powerful technique that you can use to deal with your difficult parent or parents. Hey everyone, welcome to HeartSpace. I am Lily and we're here to raise your consciousness and help you live more of the life that you want, whether if that's in a big way or small way, every single day. So we're currently uploading daily videos, so if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure that you're not missing any of the videos coming your way. So today's topic is quite simple and also the most difficult to talk about. We're going to be talking about parents. How do we deal with them, especially if they're very difficult, controlling, narcissistic, abusive even, and it's hard for most people because we have a very unique relationship with our parents. It is the most unique of them all because we feel attached to them. And we've been told that we're attached to them since we were born. So what do you do about this? If you're living in a circumstance that you feel like your parent is controlling you, you're dealing with a narcissistic parent, you're dealing with parents that just don't understand what you want to do with your life, maybe some of them are coming up from a place of love, but they just simply don't support your dreams, what do you do? This question has been plaguing me for a long time because I help my clients get through this. And I also have a lot of healing to do with my parents as well, because I'm no different from anybody else. One thing that I found extremely helpful all across the board when it comes to dealing with difficult people, even if they are abusive towards you. You know, the boundaries is something else that we can talk about a bit later, but I'm putting this as a blanket statement on anybody who is causing you harm or who you perceive as causing you harm, is call them upon in front of you. Like, they don't have to be in front of you or anything like that. You could just imagine them. So if you're sitting at home watching this video right now, you can simply close your eyes and bring forward that parent or parents that are being very difficult towards you. And you just have them in front of you right now. They're just sitting in front of you. The first thing you're gonna do, the only thing you're gonna do actually, is to assume that they are doing their best. Yes, they are doing their best. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, no, Lily, they are not doing their best. They are clearly screwing up. They're making mistakes. They're causing me so much stress in my life. They are not doing their best. And listen, this is not about them. Because if this was about them, I would be making a parenting video. This is not about coaching your parent because they're not the ones standing in front of me right now. This is about you. This is about how you can get your power back and how you can take responsibility for your life and how you can change yourself and how you can find the power within you to walk away from certain situations. So when you place the blame on other people, even if they are not doing their best, if the actual truth is they're not doing their best and they're causing you a lot of harm, it's not up to you to decide, right? The only thing you can do is change your own perspective. And when you start to believe and assume that someone who's like wreaking havoc in your life is doing their best, a couple of things happen when you start to believe that. Number one, you form compassion for them and have empathy for them. And maybe you might look at your parent and think to yourself, you know what? They don't have the awareness that I have. They don't have the tools that I have. They don't have HeartSpace YouTube video to look at when they're having a hard time. They're just simply not at the maturity level as I am in terms of spirituality and in my emotional growth. Just because someone is chronologically older than you doesn't mean that the maturity level is older than you. So you might be at the maturity level of a 40-year-old and your parent who's 60 really has a maturity level of a 6-year-old. So think about how that would change up the way you see them, right? If you see them as like, okay, I'm really working with a 6-year-old throwing a temper tantrum, would you take it that seriously? Would you give in to their needs? Would you let that control your life? Probably not. So why is your parent any different? So you have to have compassion for them, understand where they're coming from. The second thing that happens is you have the power to walk away from it. Because if you do assume that someone is doing their best and you have boundaries and their best is still overstepping your boundaries and they're still not respecting you, you can walk away from the situation. You can move out. You can limit your exposure to your parents. Because if that's the best that they can do, and you're like, that's not okay with me. It is not acceptable for me to have my boundaries being stepped all over. And if that's the best they can do, you could lovingly walk away from them. You will think, oh, you know what? Maybe they'll change in a month. Maybe they'll change in 6 months. Maybe they'll change in a year. But you don't know if they're going to change or not. Maybe they will change, but they need to change for themselves, not for you. So for you to stick around and allow that to happen to you over and over again is also not good for you. So the best thing that you can do is to think that they are doing their best. And it's a daily practice that you have to do. Set time aside for yourself. Maybe set aside 5 minutes and just close your eyes and call upon that parent or parents that you're dealing with and keep asking yourself the question, what if this is the best they can do? This is the best they can do. I know this is the best they can do. And if your mind comes back and says, bullshit, that is not true, keep going. And eventually you will come to terms with that and you will be able to take steps towards in what you need to do to take care of yourself. So that's it, guys. This is just like a one technique kind of video. In the comments below, let me know if you like videos like this. I just come in with one technique that you can do, that you can apply practically in your life. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if there are any concerns that you're having with your parents. You know, however much that you want to share or not in the comments, that would be cool. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.